These are adorable cards that you can make to give to loved ones. I have ones that fold on the side or are top folding. I will say I'm going to show you how to do both, but the side folding cards are the best, and you can decorate them however you want to. These are great to hide around the house, in the refrigerator, in the bathroom, in someone's car or lunchbox, and put a little note inside to them. I die cut these hearts using a heart die. I'll link that below. And I cut out 2 of each color for these heart cards. We will use our scraps to make the mechanism to go inside our cards. So we make top folding card for this pink one. You will want to put your ruler to just measure your heart at the top. My heart is a little under an inch, so I've decided to make my mechanism for opening the card a 1/2 inch, and I'll need a mechanism for each hump of the heart. And this is a great way for you to use up your scrap paper. So we'll load this into our cutter at a 1/2 inch. And then we will cut at another 1/2 inch each little mechanism. And we will score those down the middle long ways. And I will show you how to do that with the red hearts. Now I'm using my red paper. I've set the pink paper aside. I'm going to make my mechanism for the side folding. This will also be at a 1/2 inch. I want to make sure that my hinges match my hearts, because why not use my paper? Why not make it blend in with the card? And I will get out my score buddy here. The score buddy is going to help me make the score line to make the hinge, but I just want to figure out exactly where I need this hinge to be. So when you are doing this, no matter what shape of card that you want to make, use your measurements. I've cut this one at a 1/2 inch, and then we will find a slot to score it so that we can fold this in half to make that hinge. But just think outside the box of how you could actually use these hinges in other cards and other ways, because you can just take your creativity above and beyond what you expect. So we will be putting the hinge on the side of the card, and then the card will open to the side, of course, and we will use this score tape that's 1/8 of an inch to secure that hinge. This score tape sometimes is tricky to get down, but it will work wonderfully for you in adhering your hinge and keeping your hinge on your card and not coming off. And I also recommend using your bone folder to crease that down, not only the hinge, but it helps the score tape to really grip to the sides and makes it easier to peel off the paper somewhat. And we will place that down, then line up our heart card, and we're off to the races, and we have one heart made. For the pink folding card, for the top folding, you can just score it down the middle just like you did the red, and you will add your score tape to create your card. Once you've added the score tape, one hint is to use the bone folder to really get the score tape down. You'll notice that I do struggle with it. Another tip I would give you is to go ahead and write your message in this card before you assemble it together. I think it will be easier for you. The recipient will still be able to read it. It just makes it easier when you go to write with this card. And again, I really think the side folding card is the best, but you can sit back and see how I assemble this by putting one of these pieces on each side of the heart, and then the heart on top of the heart, and then we have a nice top folding heart card. Again, remember, you can do this with any type of shape. You can make you a little fold and create your own shaped card. So now we're ready to take all our little cards. There's my top folding one, and the rest are side folding. And we are going to create our own little conversation hearts. So I really am trying to get lots of uses out of this How You Bean Lawn Fawn stamp set. And I have 2 other videos that I'll link below that I have done recently on Valentine's using this set. So I'm trying to get the most potential out of this set as possible. And I recommend that you try to find creative ways to use your stamp sets, because you're going to get the most money out of your stamp sets. And so on this one, I decided to put You Rock, and you'll find different ones to add to your hearts, and I'm using Memento black ink. So we'll go through and stamp these hearts. Feel free to jazz up your card. I'm going to do faux stitching around this red heart using a white gel pen. You could use stickles or sparkles. You could mist your hearts. Use your imagination. It's just another fun way to give your cards a quick little element that makes them different. So I wanted to thank you today for stopping by and checking out my Love Notes Valentine's Day cards. I want to ask, if you enjoyed this video, to please subscribe. Remember to just write a little note to your recipient inside and spread love, joy to others through your wonderful creations that are a reflection of you. Thanks for stopping by. Give this video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. Thanks.